So Chikaike is pregnant. We said it's Ned's baby. Nedwoko came out to say that's not my child. Chika said that is not his child. I'm enjoying my pregnancy. Regina Daniels deactivated her Instagram. She's back on TikTok and she's giving us videos and mocking us basically for assuming she went offline because of the news of Chikaike, about to welcome a child and become my husband's seventh wife. She's currently the sixth and the last wife. Yeah, that has happened, and that got me thinking. Polygamy is sweet to enter if you're the one enjoying it currently. If you've gone or if they've brought someone else, it might not be the easiest, right? But I now went to dig and look for men basically who are married to more than one wife, who are married to at least two women, and how they've been able to manage it. People, especially men that have come out, and the wives have also come out to say we have a good relationship with each other, we respect our husband, we are all happy together. I've gone to look for men like that. Celebrities will have multiple wives, and how have they been able to do it? Because Ned also they have this appearance of a happy home. Regina is the sixth wife. She's always celebrating when other wives, post the husband, and Ned is always posting his other wives. But of course, Regina is the one he takes to important events and whatnot. So it's like, is it truly happy if all the women are not getting equal opportunities? Regina is a member of the Senate's wife something association. I think she's even the secretary or something. I know she holds a position there. She's aside from being a celebrity herself, she's now a very affluential person. Not just influential, you understand. She sat in seats where the other women can't sit at, and Ned didn't let them sit at because she got there courtesy of Ned. But yeah, that's just the introduction to what I'm talking about in this video. Let's look at all these men who have married more than one wives and how they've been able to deal with it. Now, bear in mind that I put somebody on this list. Yeah, let me just start with him. That's Segun Ogunbe. You might say that, well, but the second wife have left him. But before she left, Atinuke and Omowumi Ajiboye, who are the two wives that Segun Ogunbe was married to, portrayed an image of all is well with us. And now Omowumi Ajiboye did not leave the marriage because the first wife was bad to her or because things fell out between herself and the first wife. No, she left because, according to her, she made several allegations against Segun Ogunbe. She said that the man was a womanizer. I mean, he must be a womanizer for him to be able to marry as a married man, right? Because if he wasn't, I don't know, but she said that he's a womanizer, and even in their matrimonial home, he brings these ladies home because he's a big producer and director in the Yoruba movie industry. Ibigiga in the early 2000s put this man into limelight. Segun Ogunbe films, he's giving us amazing movies. I actually like his movies, yeah. So he's a well sought after director and producer. So he has a lot of women, a lot of men who are hoping to become a star when he features them in his movie. So these women, he brings them home under the guise of, I want you under my tutelage, I'm training you. He sleeps with them. He sleeps with her own apprentices. She has a shop and all that. He sleeps with the ladies with our own house help, impregnates them, and even takes them to terminate the pregnancies. So she alleged several things, including and not limited to abuse of power, emotional abuse, and all of those things. That was why she left the marriage. Segun Ogunbe has denied all of these allegations, saying he didn't do that. In fact, when we celebrated the death of her father, the burial ceremony of her father, Segun Ogunbe was there spraying her. And people said Omowumi left because she was seeing someone else. So we really don't know the story. But out of all of the stories and all of the reasons they put that Omowumi Ajiboye left that marriage, none of it has anything to do with Atinuke, the first wife. In fact, Segun Ogunbe has taken to his Instagram page several times to appreciate the first wife, calling her Aya Akoni, the only true woman, his best friend. That since, because before, when Omowumi was still in the house, if you want to celebrate Atinuke's birthday, it refers to her as Iyawa, right? But after the old debacle situation with Omowumi Ajiboye, he now refers to her as his wife, as his best friend. He says, "Happy birthday to my wife, the best wife ever." So it's like, well, you have to stick with whoever sticks with you, right? But that's Segun Ogunbe and his wife's situation. Now let's move on to Jules Edochie. Jules is married to two women, regardless of how you want to say it, because he has gone to Judy Austin's home to drink palm wine from her hands. She has not in front of him in palm wine, and they have two children together. And Yoruba culture, the woman, I'm going to try and say it in English, right? So, sort of like the woman that has given birth for you is no longer your mistress. She's now your wife. She's your mistress if you are still sleeping together and there's no child. But once the child is involved between a man and a wife, that woman is no longer a mistress. She might not be your wife, but she's no longer a mistress, right? She's something higher than that. Anyways, that's it. So that is why I'm insisting that he's married to two women, because he's refusing to grant May divorce. They're separated, they are not divorced. So he's still married to her. She's left his house, still married to me, and we're together for over 22 years. They met when they were in their 20s, they are both now in their 40s. It's quite sad, but of course Judy is there now. She's celebrating. Both of them seem to have an amazing relationship, and I'm all here for that situation. Anyways, let's rush through the list and go to the other persons who legitimately are still living with two women, and these are even older persons in the industry. First up, I am talking about Taiwo Hassan. Taiwo Hassan has been married to two women now for over 2 decades. I don't know, he never ever mentioned that he did set out to be a polygamous man, or if he did not intend to be a polygamous man, if it just happened. Because the second wife entered his home over 10 years after he was married to his first wife. Yes, he has 6 children with these women. One is a Christian, the other is a Muslim. He was married to the Christian before, right? Before he now got together with the Muslim woman. More than 10 years after he's married to the first wife. And the women are living together in peace and harmony. There is no problem in the house, so just take it. There's no problem in the house. The women have come and said there's no problem in the house. Ogogo has said it several times that his home is peaceful. The two women, no problem. The children, no problem. Everybody's celebrating everybody. There is no beef between any of the family members. They are all happy. And I don't know how Ogogo has managed to do it, but of course, if there is anybody who will be able to manage two women, I think it's Ogogo. I know that he plays the character in movies and all that, but really, I mean, even he's a boxer in real life, and I'm not saying maybe he harms these women or basically abuses them or anything. I'm just saying he seems to have this authority situation around him, something that a lot of women find very sexy, right? So maybe not. I don't know, but it has two women. They're living together in harmony. I don't know if he's looking for a third wife, so maybe he can apply. I beg to apply. Maybe Ogogo will take care of the third wife if you're interested. I don't know, but yeah, Ogogo has 2 wives and they are living together in harmony. Now moving on from Taiwo Hassan, let's talk about Jide Kosoko. Now Jide Kosoko in his lifetime have been married to 4 women. He's in his 70s and he said that he didn't set out to be a polygamous man. This is somebody who has said it in interviews. Jide Kosoko has about 18 children. I'm not really certain, 18 or 17, right? Because his first 2 wives, between the first wife, they have 7 children, and his last 2, they have about significant number of children also. Now the thing with Jide Kosoko is he got married to 2 women. But for somebody who said he didn't set out to be polygamous, how did you marry 2 women first? Anyways, he got married to the 2 women, and between October of 1992 and November of 1993, that's 11 months, he lost both women to childbirth. Yes. Bear in mind that between that time, he already had 7 children with those women. So both of them died within 11 months of each other, which is quite sad. I feel like it's something hard for any man to go through. And according to him, he already had children, so it's good. He didn't intend to marry anymore. He was like, I would deal with these children by myself. But his family, his pastors, church members, and relatives, people are like, you can't just stay by yourself. Now what happened was, he said the first wife, the very first one, was a businesswoman, and she was rarely at home. He's an actor. He's been in the acting industry since it was about 8 years old, so he was been there for a very long time. And so he said he wanted somebody who would be more at home, because the first one is a businesswoman, he's an actor, he also rarely stays at home. So he wanted somebody who would be staying more at home. That was why he took the second wife, actually. But then he lost both. So he didn't want to, but after several years, he had to marry another wife, Henrietta. Now, shortly after marrying Henrietta, he got married to Karimat. So he became the husband of 2 wives again. Became husband to 2 women. Like within a short period of each other, I got married to both of them. Now, Henrietta is also in the industry. She was an actress, because sadly she passed away also. And remaining Karimat. So Jide Kosoko has 1 wife currently, but he's been married to 4 women, 2 at a time. The first 2 passed on. He had the last 2. The third one passed on. He's with the 4th and the last wife. and in between all of these women has several children. Some have told his line, some are in the acting industry. Well, the Shola Kosoko, who shares with his very first wife, said that she really did not understand why her father decided to marry all these plenty women, because what are you looking for? And Ogogo has said that, I'm sorry, why do I call this man Ogogo? Jide Kosoko has said that if his children want to toe in that line, he's not really going to say go ahead. He's not really going to give them the go ahead to do multiple women, but he's not at the same time going to enforce his own rule on them to say no, you can't take. But he would advise them strongly to stick to one wife if they can do that. Now, another person on my list is Oga Bello, Adebayo Salami. This is no news by now that this man is also married to 2 women. And you know why I'm mentioning these people? These men, Jide Kosoko, Taiwo Hassan, Adebayo Salami, they are elderly men, and all of their women are elderly women. So it's not like they married, maybe the woman was already old and they wanted the young blood. No, they went into it while these women were young, while they were also young, and the union has remained. The women have remained in their house, and they've also remained with these women. That's why I'm mentioning them. Adebayo Salami is married to 2 women, Alhaja Noimat and Alhaja Riskat. These women are well in their 70s. Oga Bello too, Adebayo Salami, well in his 70s. So yeah, I just feel like these people should share the secret to being polygamous and not having news on social media today and tomorrow, the children not having situations on social media. Another person is Razak Okoya, who is married to Alhaja Kuburat, and of course Dr. Shade Okoya. We know Shade Okoya, they got married when she was 25 and he was in his 50s, and that was back in 1999. So it's also been a while. And Alhaja Kuburat is still there, Shade is still there, Oga Okoya is still there also. His children are there, and they seem to live happily. Although some persons feel like Shade overshadows Alhaja Kuburat, but Alhaja Kuburat is an elderly woman. There's some sort of energy that comes with being. Shade is in her 40s, understandable, but there are some energies you have in 40s that you can't say you want to have in your 70s, in your 80s, right? You want to steal it. Regardless of how much you must have used or pushed yourself in your youth, how much exercise, your muscle mass will reduce. Regardless of how active you might be in your life, your muscle mass will reduce and it will show. So you can't expect Alhaja Kuburat to be the one entertaining guests when Alhaji Razak has all of them around. Shade will take it. And there was an event that happened recently where it was Dr. Shade that was pulling the first wife towards her for pictures and media presence. So I don't know the intricacies of what's going on in the family, but people are saying, but I think they're happy. I think they are content. Maybe not happy, but I think they are content, and they've taken their faith and they are living in it and they're happy. Now, on your honorary mention, this man has 7 wives. I don't know if 6 wives, and there's news that I might be taking the 7th. And what's it, these men are taking just 6? What's with number 7? People should take 7 now. Make it perfection. But yes, the only of Ife has 6 women. He's married to some other ones, but currently 6 of them are his wives in his palace, excluding his ex-wives. Yeah, so that's it. I just have to honorary mention him, and they're living together. Maybe not happily, but they're living and they're good, and they're giving birth to him. Ashley has given birth, another queen has given birth. So I think in the space of 5 months, he welcomed 2 children, twin and a single one. So it's interesting. Anyways, I hope I have done justice to it. If I missed anybody's name, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll be waiting for you there. Thank you so much for watching this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.